Up and at 'em, everyone, and thank you for joining us right here on Wake Up Worcester. And World Smile Day is coming up on Friday, October 2nd. We're going to tell you ways in which you can get involved. And if you want somebody who maybe they're a little grumpy, or maybe they smile all the time and you'd like to give them even more of a smile, we're going to tell you how you can do that as well. Harvey Ball is with us. Charlie, thanks for coming by this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Now, your dad, Harvey Ball, of course, created the smile face, the smiley face, but he also started World Smile Day 11 years ago.
He did. Back in, he and I had discussed this back in early 1999, and he was concerned, I guess is the word, about the, well, over-commercialization of the smiley face. I'm not sure that's not an oxymoron, but he was concerned about it anyway. He thought it'd become too commercialized, and because there are people out in the marketplace globally that fight over the smiley face.
There are some people, it turns out, in business who are unscrupulous.
Who are unscrupulous.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it. Well, not in Worcester, but
no, of course, but in other
places,
parts of the world.
Other parts of the world, and he was, of course, concerned about that. And he, I think, you know, he wanted to do something, you know, to sort of get Smiley back to its roots. And so he declared that the first Friday in each October would be World Smile Day. And sure enough, back in October 1999, we kicked it off. And I think you were there.
I was there. My buddy George Brown and I were broadcasting live on the post office was there, as I recall,
they came
with
and
the smiley face stamp.
They unveiled the artwork for the upcoming smiley face stamp at that one, and good time was had by all.
Well, and it was, and the mood was great because it was kind of Worcester in a way, reclaiming, you know, the birthplace of Smiley, but also reclaiming that this is what Smiley is all about. It's not that the prices are falling. It's not, you know, as you have been saying about this over-commercialization. It's about that you can do an act of kindness and help one person smile.
Yes, and that was what my dad thought. He said, gee, can't we just set aside one day out of the year, one day, and devote it to smiles and kind acts?
That's right. Now, this year, we're actually going to do that. Yeah, there is going to be a smile certificate.
Yes.
And we are going to go out and we're going to deliver these on World Smile Day. And folks, as a matter of fact, can go to the Wake Up Worcester website or the World Smile Day website.
World Smile Day website, right.
And be able to email us and say, here's who I want in our area, in our viewership area. Here's who I would like to have smile. You might show up at their door with that certificate. I might. Maybe Kevin Shea will show up. Maybe City Manager Mike O'Brien will show up. Somebody will show up at their door and hand them that smile certificate.
Keep your guns loaded. You never know. No, it's. You know, I'm kind of excited about the program. We had, as you will recall, a modified version of that a couple of years ago that we tried and went over pretty well. And people getting, in effect, smiled in the workplace, for example.
People loved it.
And it really took people by surprise. But they were pleased.
We must have gone to Unum 3 times that day, and my daughter Pamela was one of the Smile ambassadors, and she went in and she delivered the smiles, and then the people in the lobby were like, wait a minute, what are you doing? Oh, well, can you come up to such and such floor? Because I've got somebody that I want to have you smile. Although I did have what you were talking about a moment ago. I did go to one woman in Leicester. I did knock on her door. The curtain kind of came back, and it's kind of like, who are you? Oh, World Smile Day ambassador, and I have the lollipop for you, and I have the whole bit. Leave it outside the door. Okay. You know, because
who are you and why are you smiling?
Why are you smiling at me? But it was a lot of fun, and if people want to just email us, that's really the easiest way, with names of who and the address of who you want smiled, and we'll take care of the rest.
Yep.
Should be a good time.
I mean, they can contact you or well, through Wake Up Worcester. Contact us at the worldsmileday.com. It really is that easy. We will be at a few events between now and World Smile Day, the Canal Fest, the Start on the Street. We'll be working with, and well, we'll explain this in a second, we'll be working with Worcester Historical Museum at their booths at those 2 events, so that people, and also, of course, the Harvey Ball itself will be able to get, you know.
Now, what is the Harvey Ball? That's coming up very soon as well.
That's Friday, September 25th, I believe is the date, Friday evening. I'm not sure what number this is annual Harvey Ball. It's about 4, maybe 5, but this year it's at Worcester Country Club, and
it always honors somebody who has really brought a smile to the community.
Yeah, and so we're looking forward to that. And there will be an opportunity there for people just to say, oh yeah, I mean, I'd like to see so-and-so be smiled. Maybe it's an elderly relative or friend, or maybe it's somebody in a workplace or what have you. But so it won't be just online, but you know, there will be opportunities for people to basically sign somebody up in person, you know, so they don't have to go through. And it's all free, by the way. I mean, that
exactly right.
Part of it. If you want to smile somebody, the costs are on us. There is a you know, another level of the whole program that's being offered by Worcester Historical Museum, and that was part of what we're doing this year, is sort of taking that idea that we worked out a couple of years ago. We kind of married it to the Worcester Historical Museum You've Been Smiled program.
Bigger and better.
Where somebody wakes up on World Smile Day and they have a lawn littered with smile signs, a bouquet of smiles. And they've been smiled, and for a modest donation of like $25 or something, and it's a great program.
You can take it to the next level.
You can take it to the next level, or you can just smile somebody for free. But we're pretty excited about this.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to being a part of it, to be a Smile Ambassador, to get out there, to start collecting those names. I'm sure they're going to come pouring in after this episode here on Friday, and the people are watching, and the names will start to come in. Tell us a little bit about the past 11 World Smile Days, because I mean, we talked a little bit about the first one, but you've done some crazy things.
We've done some different things.
I mean, you had literally hundreds of people recreate the smiley face.
We did. That was 2002, I think it was, and the plaza right behind, or that abuts City Hall there, and we did. We had about 700 or 800 people. All in a circle, some dressed in yellow ponchos, some in black T-shirts, and we recreated the yellow smiley face, and that was pretty exciting.
That was a great one.
We built, maybe it was the year after that, or maybe the year before that, I forget which, we built a huge smiley face jigsaw puzzle.
That's right, yeah.
And I've forgotten how many thousands of pieces we put together for that. What else have we done?
Well, last year was a great campaign in which you were able to send a smile to some of our troops overseas, and these wonderful smiley face cookies. And I mean, I've been involved in a lot of things, Charlie, but when you and I were out at the Tornadoes game, for example, last year, and people wanted to send, you know, smiley face cookies to their relatives overseas, boy, just what a great emotional outpouring on that.
Yes, there was, and the email feedback from some of the troops that received those cookies in the field, and it's just such a huge gap, you know, a huge gulf in time and distance between us sitting here and sending off cookies, and to actually a couple weeks later, you know, get an email back from a soldier who's maybe been out in the field and now come back in or something, and just can't thank you enough.
And I just got the biggest kick that there was probably some, you know, little boy or girl in Afghanistan or Iraq who got smiled, who got this smiley face cookie, and right on it said from Worcester, Massachusetts, and ran home with that, and just that must have just been the greatest thing, and that's what we hope, of course, to do this year as well. Somebody who just needs that pick me up, or somebody who is smiling all the time, and just will get the biggest kick out of somebody showing up. Hopefully that they sort of know, you know, at their door. Hey, I'm the celebrity smiley face guy. Who the heck are you? But we'll be there with that smile certificate, and we'll hand it over to them, and they'll just get a big kick out of it, and they'll have been smiled.
Sure. Well, I mean, the more the merrier. You know, we really hope that we're going to get the word out and get as many people as we can to come to our website or yours and sign up that way, or check in with the Worcester Historical Museum. You can check in that way at their website. And you know, make it into a great,
fun event.
A great, yeah, it's a local program, but that's okay. You know,
it really is. All the surrounding towns. Now, you've been doing this for 11 years. Now, we're talking about what we're doing locally, but when you started this 11 years ago, I mean, it's taken off that you will get calls from radio stations and news people all around the world.
I have. I've gotten I've gotten many emails. Some phone calls. I have done radio interviews with radio stations in Europe, England. I'm trying to think. Australia.
I remember one
year.
Yeah.
Yes, Australia. That's a 11-hour time difference or some foolish thing. And of course, I just get mostly this time of year, but at different points during the year, I do seem to get a lot of emails from teachers.
Yeah, great
who
program
have-
for
who
the
have
kids.
Sort of discovered
Exactly,
the
to be able to
World
talk
Smile
about it. Yep.
Day, the website, and said, wow, this is a good idea. I want to incorporate it into my classroom somehow, you know. Maybe they're asking
Absolutely.
me for ideas, or maybe they're telling me, well, you know, this year we're going to try this, or, you know, we're going to do posters,
Beautiful.
we're going to do...
Charlie, we're going to have you back because we're going to have to talk more about this and remind people about it and get some more of these great stories. We're out of time for this morning, but World Smile Day is coming up on Friday, October 2nd. Be part of it. Find out more simply by going to wakeupworcester.com. Charlie, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.